back to Building with the Boys. It's now time for our weekly catch-up. What have we been up to? Loads, but unfortunately, nothing fun. I've just been doing a lot of work. I am absolutely swamped at the moment. And it's nothing fun. Sadly, it's all just been a lot of work around the house, work, which is just dominating my time at the moment. And everything else getting prepared for Christmas, but not in the build room. I still haven't got my decorations up, which is ridiculous. It's the, we can tell by the Guru Advent calendar. We're up to day 11. He's on his descending. He's got that far to go, and then he's going to hit the floor. But yeah, I still haven't had a chance to put my decorations up. That's how far behind I am with everything. And it's like I said, I'm going to upload every single day in December. I haven't, and I'm really annoyed about that. But it is what it is. It's sadly the situation I've got at the moment. But the good news is, in my industry, I've only got 6 working days left of the year. So nothing's happening. We're at that point now where it's like, I'm just preparing for January at this point. So everything has now calmed down, which is beautiful because it means I've got a bit more time in the evenings, which means I've got a bit more time with the kids, a bit more time, more importantly, to do the modelling. So Disney Doll's House will be up tomorrow. So there will be, I hope, 5 Disney Doll's Heads up on the channel tomorrow. After that, there will be the Book Nook. I've got a very nice Sherlock Holmes book nook that'll be up on the channel. I do have Gauntlet and lots of it. I'm just editing those at the moment, so Gauntlet will be going up soon as well. So there is lots and lots and lots coming. I finally now have time. Because, believe it or not, even though it feels like a long way away, it's Christmas Eve next week. Can you believe that? Next Sunday is Christmas Eve. So we will be having next week as well our Christmas Ask Me Anything. That doesn't mean you have to ask me Christmas questions. It's just up to be Christmas rather than ask me anything. So if you would like to ask me anything, you can. You can send a question to, just put questions in the title or ask me anything, to buildwiththeboys@outlook.com, and we'll answer it. The only thing I want, as I said before, the only thing I want to answer is what you do for a living. I can. And what does your tattoo say? It says nevermore. So save yourself some typing. You've already answered those 2 for you. But anything you want to ask, and again, the reason why I do this is because I've kind of took stock at the moment. I've sort of looked at where we are with the channel and what's going on, and it's grown massively. It has. From where we are now to where we were last year is insane. It really is. We never thought our channel would grow as big as we have. And I mean, I'm not exactly Mr. Beast, but it's it used to be easy to answer all the questions. When I had like 300 subscribers, it was easy to answer the questions, so I get like 1 a day. Now I've got a consistently full inbox. It's not so easy. So it's easier, but what I find is a lot of the questions are the same or very similar. So it's easier for me to sort of do a hit and do, we can answer them all in one go. And not just that, there might be things you want to know. There might be something you see in the background that's bothering the hell out. You think, what is that? And you ask, I'll tell you. But it could be anything at all. And we'll answer. They're always fun. And I get a lot of them. I get a lot of interesting questions. It's always fun. I won't know what they are. I don't know what they are until I open them up. So basically my wife will put them all down on paper for me. I don't read any of the emails that are marked as question or ask me anything. My wife does them. She puts them on a piece of paper. We have them in a bowl in front of us and we go through them. So I've still got like 12 left from the last time we did this, I think. 12 or 10, something like that. So we'll have those in there as well. Mix them up and we'll get through as many as we can. It's great to hear so many of you are doing the New Year's Eve build. That's going to be fun. We are doing the Roker Big Ben. I will put a link to it down below if you would like to join us on that one. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Something I've got to explain as well about that one, because I was like, that's bloody unfortunate. Well, it's good, but it's unfortunate. So this week I was actually contacted by Roker, and they've asked me if I'd do a collaboration with them. And I said, yeah. But it's literally happened this week, right? So it's like, I'm not in collaboration with them on the Big Ben. We arranged that bloody weeks ago. They've asked me to make something for them, so I am building something for them. So that's going to be great. And I love Roker. Like I said, I've got just a shelf full of their stuff. So that'll be nice. That'll be coming up on the channel, hopefully before Christmas. So that'll be a good one. But if you are joining us on New Year's Eve, it's going to be fun. I had Penny over at Penny's Pit Stop asking me about some questions about the logistics of it, how it's all going to work. I don't know. I've never done a live stream before, so we're going to muddle through it. Is what we're going to do. But what the plan is people are asking, could they join the stream? Yeah, we can do that. We can have a bit of a mix of everything. So if people want to join and be on the stream, they can. If they don't want to, they can just build along with the instructions. We're going to have regular breaks and whatnot and chats. It's New Year's Eve, it's New Year's Eve. We want a bit of a party vibe going on. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It's not just going to be like, right, work. It's going to be fun. That's the whole point of it. But we can also do it as well, where you can send your pictures of your progress as you're doing it through to the email address. And if I can throw them up on the screen as they're happening, we'll do that as well. It'll be fun. It's going to be fun. But if you want to join us, you can pick one up for between a tenner and 15 quid they are, if you want one. And you've still got time to do it. I mean, if you got it from Amazon, it'll be with you, next day in a lot of cases. So if you want to, link down below, you can get it and join in with us. And we're building the Big Ben before the TV channels cut over to Big Ben and we see it chime in 12. The plan is we're going to race the clock. We're going to get it done for midnight, fingers crossed. And it'll be good. I have built one. I've built one before. I built one about 2 years ago. And I gave it away. Because it's a good model, because it's the one, whenever I've had people ask me, I'd like to get into modelling, but I don't really know where to begin. It's the one that I've always pointed them towards, and I've said, do the Big Ben, because it's simple enough, that it's not complicated. It's a build that if you just got on with it, you could get it done quite easy. I think anybody could do it. But it's a good one for, learning that you can't be ham-fisted with these things, you've got to kind of. So if you can enjoy the intricacies of it and you can enjoy the modelling, you enjoy what you're doing, the modelling's for you. If you build the Big Ben and you're like, I hate this, modelling's not for you, but I think a 15 quid investment to find that out is great. Typically what you tend to find is a lot of people, when they want to get into modelling, go like mega immediately, straight off the bat. They'll be like, right, okay, I've decided I want to build a model, so I'm going with the Trumpeter Titanic. And it's like, no, pick yourself up a 10 quid Spitfire Airfix kit. That's what you want to do, and see if you enjoy that. Speaking of the Spitfire Airfix kit, this isn't Airfix, this is Revel, but I saw something. Does anyone know if this is real? And if this is real, where can I get one? Because I want one. Is this real? Is that real? Because if it is, I want one, right? I've never seen that. I have never seen that. So I'm assuming it was a limited edition or something. I don't know. But if that's real, if you can get an Iron Maiden Spitfire, I want an Iron Maiden Spitfire. I've been looking to go back into kind of sprue models for a while, right? And thought, but I don't have the time to devote to one. I know how long they take, and that's what's deceptive about it. Again, with kind of first-time modelers, I think they think these things are going to take an hour. And it's like, no, I mean, it could, if you want to, do a bodge job of it, you definitely could knock those up in an hour. But they take time. They take a lot of time. They take a lot of effort. But I want that. I want that. I sort of thought, that's an Iron Maiden Spitfire. I like that. It's different, So it's like, even though I've said in the past, I'm not a huge fan of military models, even though I am planning on building the Lancaster bomber. We'll come to that in a minute. I don't know, I like that. I really like that. And I definitely built one. But is it real? Does anyone know? Has anyone ever seen that before? Or is that real? I know they did some trucks a while ago. You could get some sprue model trucks, and they had one of like the Queen tour from the 1980s. And they also had an AC/DC one and an Aerosmith one. I'm sure they've done a bunch of them, but those are the ones I remember seeing. But I have never seen an Iron Maiden Spitfire. And if that is a thing, I want it. Right, that's the way it is. So let me know, 1, is it real? 2, where do I get one? Lancaster bomber. Now, the Lancaster bomber should be on sale in 2 weeks' time. On this day, in 2 weeks' time, the Lancaster bomber should have gone on sale. But I'm not holding my breath, because everything else at this point, we've had an official from Hachette, yes, this is all blah, 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 and all the stuff's gone out and the websites started going live. As far as of recording this video right now, that hasn't happened. Unless it's happened in the last 10 minutes, that hasn't happened. So I'm not convinced this is going on sale on the 27th. I hope it is, and they're just kind of dragging their heels on the marketing. I haven't heard it's not. All I've heard that is the 27th is the live date for this. But I've seen nothing from Hachette, nothing at all, which is weird. Normally it's rolling. Now there is a website. You can definitely go to a website for this, but there's nothing on it. So it's definitely coming. Whether or not it's coming the 27th, I don't know. But there is a website and it is bare bones. There's nothing on it. There's not even pictures. There's a description of the model and then there's click down links of where, say, Titanic and whatnot would be, where the issues would be, and there's nothing there. It's completely bare. But I'm very eager to know exactly what's going on with it. It is remote control. That's the only thing that website confirms. It's definitely a remote control model. But I don't know. I hope it is. I mean, I hope it is because, again, I want to have a good look at it before I commit to it. Now, I want to build a Lancaster bomber. That's the way it is. But if they have made major changes to it, and I don't like those major changes, I'm not doing it. But it's, I don't think they will have. I hope they haven't. I really hope they haven't because it looks, I fell in love with that model when I saw it. And I really hope it's as is, you know. And I know a lot of people are interested in it. So it'd be nice if they haven't hacked it up completely. New model wise, nothing. I mean, it's all quiet on this side of things until about a week from now, when you are going to start getting January is part work Christmas is where everything comes out. So last year we had both the Tumbler and something else launched in December as well, which I can't remember. 2 models launched in December of last year. Can't remember what the second one was. But this is when it starts to happen. It's different with Fanhome. Fanhome are just throwing them at us like there's no tomorrow. But with Hachette, typically their models launch in December, very early January. So we know, well, we kind of know that the bomber's coming. I don't know what else, though, because, I mean, there is a chance, I've heard nothing of this yet, but there is a chance that Batman that's currently built in France could, don't promise anything, could be released. That could come out. But who knows? I'd be surprised they only launch one. I'd be very surprised if Hachette only do one in like the end of December, January. So stay tuned. As soon as we know something, we'll let you know. But yeah, it's a bit unusual. Normally at this point we would have heard something because we did with the Tumbler. With the Tumbler, it was full steam ahead and like the adverts have gone back up and everything. But no, with the bomber, it's been very quiet, which suggests to me that maybe it won't be I don't know, again, don't take my word for this, but maybe this won't be one that's in newsagents. Maybe this is a subscription exclusive, similar to what they did with the U-boat, similar to what they did with the Alien. I don't know. I do not know. Couldn't tell you. But it's it's an interesting one. We have got other stuff coming up on the channel. So we've got a printing press coming up on the channel. We have got the an apothecary coming up as well from our friends over at Funhall. We've got Lego, so I've got some Lego coming up on the channel as well. We have you can't see this, but it's one of the hidden things over on that shelf. We've got the Friends Central Perk set, and we bought that during the pandemic. And it's strange, but it actually means quite a lot to us. But we've got a light kit for that, so we can turn it into a very sort of dark model into a very light one. So we have a light kit that will be going on to that as well. And lots and lots and lots. I want to say a big thank you before I forget, and I don't want to forget. I want to say a big thank you to everyone that sent Christmas cards to us. So we've had a few Christmas cards turn up, and thank you to everyone that's done that. It's very much appreciated. I do like a Christmas card. A lot of people complain about Christmas cards, or it's a waste of a stamp, or it's a waste of... I like a Christmas card. I love a Christmas card. When you're trying to get into the festive spirit and the Christmas card's on the doorstep and you come home, and that's lovely. I want to say a massive thank you to long-time friend of the channel, Ken, who sent us a Christmas gift, which is very sweet. He shouldn't have, but it was very, very sweet of him. Now, I don't get a lot of gifts to open because me and my wife don't go in for that. We kind of, all the money goes on the kids. So I've got something to open on Christmas Day, which is nice. I mean, my wife, don't pity me. My wife does get me things to open. But I'm gonna do it on Christmas Day morning. So believe it or not, I'm actually up before everyone in the house. So Christmas Day morning, I'm going to open presents. And you can see me do it, so I'll be there. So whatever Ken's got, so I can open on Christmas Day morning, and just so I can say hello and Merry Christmas to all of you. So we will be uploading on Christmas morning. So if your kids have woke you up at ridiculous o'clock in the morning and you're barely focusing, you're like, you kids need to stop whilst I have my coffee. Well, you got something to watch now. You got to see a big kid open something. I don't know what it is. It might be something lovely. It might be a bottled snake for all I know. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? What have we been watching? Still The Walking Bloody Dead. This is the most zombie Christmas I've ever had in my life. We're up to season 6. So I'm like, we're halfway there. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. So that's good. That's really good. But other than that, no, I'm just all zombied out. But I have been watching Christmas movies. And the reason we're watching Christmas movies is to continue with our Christmas movies for people who don't like Christmas movies. And shortly after this video is live on the channel, the next one of those will be live on the channel. I can tell you what it is. It is focused on a film called Rare Exports, which is one of the greatest Christmas films ever made, and no one's seen it, right? It's so good. But if you want to know more about Rare Exports, the latest Christmas movies, if you don't like Christmas movies, I need to catch you a title for that, will be up after this one. So you're about to see and hear all about it. And if you want to go and find that film, it's very easy to find. But I swear to you, it is a fantastic Christmas movie, and no one's seen it. Speaking of great Christmas movies, my kids watched on Saturday night for the first time, and I'm a terrible parent for doing this, but I don't care. My kids watched Die Hard for the first time on Saturday night. Now, it is a certificate that's way too old for my kids to be watching, but my argument, and this over to them, I said I was younger than them when I watched it, right? There's some bad language in it, but it's Die Hard, man. And they loved it. So there is a video that was uploaded of the kids seeing what's my favourite part of Die Hard, where Al the cop can finally kill again. It's a Christmas miracle. The kids loved it. Their reactions were absolutely priceless. And I knew they'd get into it because they were so into the movie. When we first put it on, Jack was saying, this film's boring. It's just talking. I'm like, there's one thing Die Hard isn't, and that's boring. And he got into it so much, and the kids absolutely loved it. But there are two sorts of people in the world. There are people that think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and there are people that are wrong. Right, that's the way it is. It's like, if you don't think Die Hard's a Christmas movie, you're wrong. You just are. You're wrong. And there are lots of those. I had someone mention about Batman Returns being a Christmas movie. 100%, completely agree with you on that one. It is set at Christmas. There are lots of scenes involving Christmas. They tried to save the Snow Queen. It's totally a Christmas movie. So the whole is it or isn't it a Christmas movie debate cracks me up because, right, you tend to find the argument for it's not a Christmas movie comes from them saying that it's either horrible or nasty, and it's like, well, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean it's not a Christmas movie because, and this will upset some people, by default, if that is the argument they're going to make, then Home Alone isn't a Christmas movie. It just happens to be set at Christmas. Think about it. If you remove you could have set Home Alone July the 4th weekend. Could have. Right? There's no reason for it to be a Christmas movie. None. And that's my argument. But it totally is a Christmas movie. But the same argument those people give for Die Hard not being a Christmas movie also then leads into being able to say, well, then Home Alone isn't a Christmas movie. So it depends what your definition of a Christmas movie is, really, doesn't it? I have got a theory with Home Alone that Kevin from Home Alone got a taste for all the traps and grew up to be Jigsaw from the Saw movies. Yeah, I reckon that's what happened. Because it's quite sadistic what he does to them. And funnily enough, what happens in Home Alone, where you look at these things and go, well, that would kill someone. As a kid, funny as hell. As an adult, it's still funny, but you look at it and go, oh yeah, no, that would kill me. Like, I remember watching Marv and Harry falling on the steps, and it just being the funniest bloody thing I'd ever seen. As an adult now, I watch them fall, and I wince because I'm in my 40s. I mean, I've got a mate who threw his back out wringing out a flannel. You know what I mean? So I think if I fell down a flight of icy stairs, oh my God, it's like, honestly, it's like a Nam flashback for people of my age. You look at it and go, oh God, I can't. Yeah. There is a film coming up in Christmas movies. People don't like Christmas movies. That needs a catchier title. What is a catchier title for that? Anyone that can put that in the comments, I'll name it. But Christmas movies, people don't like Christmas movies is way too wordy. There is a film coming up that features that argument, the argument of would that kill someone in Home Alone. There's a very good one coming up that we've done on the channel, and they go out of their way to prove that one of the traps in Home Alone would destroy you if it hits you. So it's a very it's an interesting one, but that'll be coming up after the Rare Exports one. We have got, as I said, loads coming up, and now finally I've got the time to do it. So we are full steam ahead. So it's Disney Doll's House will be tomorrow. The first, at least 2 will be up tomorrow. If I can get through all 5 with the editing, they will be. Gauntlet will be up on Friday. Saturday we'll be doing Book Nook. Sunday, the plan is Ecto 1 to be done, finished by Sunday. And I'm going to have a tear in my eye when I do that, I swear to God. So if you want to see a fat man weep, tune in for that one. So it's going to be interesting because it's going to be sad to say goodbye, but I wanted her finished before this year comes to an end. We've got the Fun Home model, we've got Rogue model coming up, we've got loads. So I'm going full steam ahead from tomorrow onwards, full steam ahead until we get to the big day. And even on Christmas Day, yours truly will be there to open my presents with you. I wish you a Merry Christmas. On Boxing Day, the kids wrestling. So I'm at wrestling all day Boxing Day. Now, I think something interesting is going to happen at the wrestling. So if it does, I'm going to film it. That'll be up on the channel as well. So we're going full steam ahead until January the 2nd. So pretty much I'm going to try my damnedest to have at least one video up on the channel every day between now and January the 2nd. If I miss a day, there'll be 3 or 4 videos go up the next day. So there will be plenty to watch. There genuinely will be. I hope all of you are preparing for Christmas and you're looking forward to it. Because it's going to be honest before we know it. Like I said, it's Christmas Eve next Sunday. Beautiful thing. We got our Christmas Radio Times yesterday. That's a good indicator that it's nearly there. I don't know why, because with digital TV and whatnot now, you don't need to buy these books. But if you're of a certain age, the Radio Times and a highlighter is a rare treat. It's like, yeah, and I'm watching that, and I'm watching that, and I'm watching that. And you highlight all these things, and you don't watch any of them. that's what I do. I would imagine there's more than one of you out there does the same thing. I'll highlight this and I'll highlight that. But I'm going through highlighting things I've seen 14 times before, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh wow, the 1987 Only Fools and Horses Christmas special. Definitely. And that's what I did. A Blackadder's Christmas Carol. Oh yeah. Always the same. I've been getting to share those with the eldest son this year as well. I want to say it's UK TV Gold. I've been showing a lot of, every night this week, it's just been Christmas specials from the 80s and 90s. And I've been able to share some of those with the kid because he kind of gets them now. And it's been nice revisiting these old things like Blackadder and like Only Fools and Horses and Porridge. We watched the Porridge Christmas special the other night and blast, man, so much fun. But I'm getting into it, man. I'm getting festive now. We had a Secret Santa today. I got socks. Yeah, socks. But it is what it is. I need socks. But I got socks, man. Which means whoever pulled me from Secret Santa don't know me. So it's okay. I got some socks. But I'm not ungrateful. Presents are nice. And I got some socks. And they'll keep my feet warm, I guess. But stand strong, gentlemen, because, as I said, in a week's time, you'll be getting Lynx, if you're American, an Axe gift set, a pack of 5 Umbro socks, some pants. If you've ever shown any interest in golf whatsoever, you're going to get something with golf tees in it. You might get a mug, a travel mug. Those are quite common these days as well. A really cheap multi-tool set. So stand strong, fellas. And remember, when you open them, wow, thanks. But no, you can never have too many. That's what you got to do. Because it was bought with love. That's the way you got to see it. It was bought. There it is, the trifecta of unwanted gifts. Lynx, pants, socks, right? Again, Lynx, underwear and socks. That's right. Again, I'm not ungrateful, right? And I don't believe in moaning or whining on my channel. I try to keep as positive as I can. But ladies, if you're watching, and you've thought hubby, boyfriend, brother, son, whatever, will love these. We don't. We don't. I'm sorry I've said it. We don't. Do you know what I'd rather have than a £3 Lynx set? £2 cash. Right. It's a really weird thing to buy someone deodorant because it's like buying someone toothpaste as a gift. You know? It's like what is this? Oh, it's some toilet paper. Ah, Okay. It's a really weird, it's just odd. But yes, this is shower gel and some deodorant. And it's also like, is that loaded? What are you trying to say? It's yeah, but no, we don't, ladies, and we will say no. They're always useful, and that's true. They are always useful. I'm not doubting that. They are always useful. But models are useful. Tweezers are useful. Do you know what I'd rather have? I'd rather have some Loctite glue. That's a good present, right? I use loads of that. Get me some Loctite glue. That's brilliant. What else could I do with wear a screwdrivers? Can you imagine that, fellas? Do you imagine it? Do you imagine opening a box of just lovely, fresh precision wearers? Wouldn't that be great if it wasn't socks? It is what it is. Now I've said that, I know my missus or my mum or something is going to watch this and go, I've got him socks. Ladies, it's okay. I love socks. I do. I love them. Really. That's all from me. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. And if you would like to ask a question, to ask me anything, you can send it in to Building the Boys. That was only a blooper. Thanks for everyone watching the blooper reel. You can send it to buildingtheboys@outlook.com. And we will, if it comes up, we'll answer it. There's one more thing I will tell you. A friend of the channel, Mark Parham, he has got some big news for us that he'd like to share with everybody, and it's good news as well. And I'm looking forward to bringing you that. We're gonna have some pictures, so there's no rather me tell you. We're waiting for everything to be official, and we're gonna show them. But Mark had a bit of an accident, his ribs. So big shout out to Mark. I hope the ribs are feeling a lot better. I really, really do. And hopefully in the new year we're about to share Mark's exciting news with you. But it's something that he is very proud of. And I'm very proud of, and it's a decent thing, but that's just to whet your appetite. But we will have we'll have more about what's going on with Mark. If you don't remember Mark last year on International Men's Day, won hands down by doing the manliest thing anyone's ever done, where he made the gnarliest dagger you've ever seen out of a railroad spike. It was so cool. But that's Mark, long time fan of the channel, and thank you, Mark. Thank you for your messages. We always love hearing from you, we really do. Can't wait to see the pictures, and we'll be sharing them on the channel. That's all from me. I am going to go now because I've got to do the rare exports video, which will be coming up very soon after this one. I will see you next Wednesday for our next catch up. Will be it won't be the last one of the year, but the last one before Christmas. So I promise you I'll have the decorations up. But I'm going to go. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice, and I will see you very, very soon for more from Building the Boys. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you then.